M-Spector is that, unlike some of the tools that you've heard in this room, inspection cameras have a really broad user reach. A lot of people can benefit from the use of an inspection camera. And when we launched the first inspection camera, it was really innovative. It was honestly the first solution that our users and your readers had to see through, around, or inside of anything. And so the big benefit of that, though, wasn't necessarily that we were shaving off seconds on something that you do repeatedly and ultimately giving you a lot of time back. The big thing about inspection cameras is that it's a cost avoidance tool. So being able to inspect something before you dismantle it or tear it apart can save you a lot of time and frustration that you didn't necessarily need to go through. And when we look at inspection cameras, we really bucket them into two groups. We have the diagnostic user, who would use our M-Spector 360 product, who really just needs the ability to inspect. And then we have the recordable user, who needs to take pictures, take videos, and document that inspection, maybe for warranty purposes or for service selling. And they would be the type of person that uses our M-Spector AV unit. Well, today I'm really excited to show you really the next generation in the M-Spector family are really upping the ante with inspection cameras in the market today. And that's with the M-Spector Flex system. And what's different about this inspection camera compared to what's on the market today is that this is truly intended to be a system. So the very first launch of this will include the console and then 3 different cable types. And so the next thing is, why did we call it Flex? Well, inspection cameras just inherently need to be able to adapt to a lot of different situations, right? You don't necessarily know when you're going to use an inspection camera, but when you need it, it's really the only tool that does the job. And so it's got to be something that's flexible and ultimately gives you the most versatility on the job site, right? So, but there's more to it. There's more in the console. So, first and foremost, a detachable wireless LCD display. Now, we're not the first ones to do a wireless LCD display, but we'll talk about the controls that we put inside of this that's going to differentiate it from other units that you've seen on the market today. But a wireless LCD display is great because when you get your body in a weird position and you're focused on positioning that camera head, you may need to take this off and position it in a way where you can see it. Now, one of the challenges with wireless inspection cameras has always been the fact that you can only take pictures or videos from this side of the camera. Well, what am I doing when I'm focused on the handle and positioning this camera head? I've now got to reach the 2 feet over to my LCD screen to snap that shot. I run the risk of moving that camera head and not getting the look that I wanted in the first place. So the M-Spector Flex system is going to be the first wireless inspection camera that allows you to take picture and video from the LCD or from the trigger right underneath this unit. So you don't run the risk of moving that camera head out of position to take that photo or to take that video. And so it really gives you the flexibility in the console to use it however you'd like. Now, with inspection cameras, there were 2 main challenges that we wanted to tackle with this unit. The first of those is image clarity at a distance. Now, it's never been an issue for us to see 6 inches in front of the camera, right? But it's been an issue for inspection cameras on the market to see 1, 2, 3 feet into the distance. And so what we really wanted to focus on is giving you that visual quality at a further distance. And typically this means a trade-off. So if you want to have the best visual quality, we've got to make a big camera head. If you want to have the best light output, we've got to make a big camera head to deal with all that heat. But if you wanted access into tight spaces, you've got to throw away the visual quality and the lighting output, and we've got to make something really small for you. Well, with the Milwaukee Flex system, you don't make that sacrifice. We're going to give you a completely ground-up redesigned camera head that gives you the best visual quality, the best lighting output, and the most compact camera head. And so what we'll show you right over here is a quick example of that. So I will turn up the lighting here as high as I possibly can. So what we're getting there is a really rough shot of that left 1 foot marker right on the side there. And so you can see that the image quality at a distance is actually really poor. But when you take the M-Spector Flex system, we pop this in here. able to see is you can actually see all the way 4 feet down to that tube. So the difference here is that when you can put more light output into a dark space and let the camera sensor do its job, what we can do is we can inspect larger areas quicker. It also means that rather than punching multiple access points to potentially see the same area, we could do it all in one inspection. And so by improving that lighting output, by using state-of-the-art LEDs in this camera head, we're going to give you clarity at a much further distance than you've ever had with any other inspection camera.